Yo guys, here I am again. So we are finally at the beginning of the last saga of One Piece. It is so sad to think that we are at the last saga already, but worry not, because One Piece is not ending that quick. Note that the latest saga, which is the Wano Country saga, the longest saga so far, took 149 chapters in manga and more than 145 episodes in anime. That is around 3 years. And since we are at the last saga, we should expect that it will be longer and more exciting than the Wano Country saga. So worry not, worry not. We still have years to look forward to. I just really hope that Oda-sensei will take his time in ending One Piece, not like how these amazing anime hastily ended. Anyways, I made this video to talk about the new arc of One Piece, the Egghead Arc. Unexpectedly, many famous and notable characters have shown up at the beginning of Egghead Arc. Well, this one here was bound to debut and meet our protagonist, so it wasn't really that surprising. But this one here was unexpected. Just a brief description, she is Jewelry Bonney, also known as the Big Eater and one of the supernovas of the worst generation. Her appearance in Egghead surprised everyone, including me. She's maybe up to something, and maybe looking for Vegapunk to make a deal or exact revenge on something. I can't verify anything yet. Anyways, her appearance should be the trigger to a whole new struggle, just like what happened in Punk Hazard Arc, where we were also caught off guard with Law's appearance. Law's appearance led the Straw Hats to a whole new adventure and challenge that even started the whole ordeal of bringing Kaido down. Then this man's appearance as well in Whole Cake Island. Capone Gang Beje actually masterminded Big Mom's assassination, which failed. But his appearance led to Big Mom hating Luffy even more after his cake castle was destroyed, and her plan to rob Germa technology unsuccessful. Due to hatred, Big Mom even chased Luffy all the way to Wano Country, the territory of another Emperor of the Sea. So, we should expect that her appearance will trigger one of the most important events in the upcoming arcs. Their tag name Supernovas isn't just for show. They would surely create havoc wherever they go. This beautiful Shaki even predicted it. As to what event it will be, we can't know for sure, but here are my predictions. She could have something to do with a noble family, as she had pretended to be or maybe really part of a reverie. She aged herself into this Queen Dwager Connie and attended the reverie. She could also have something to do with Bartholomew Kuma. Let me point this out. Bonney attended the reverie as Queen Dwager Connie of Sorbet Kingdom. Sorbet, I don't know how to read it, but let's just say Sorbet Kingdom. And Bartholomew Kuma, known as Tyrant, was the former king of Sorbet Kingdom. She could be his spouse, his sister, his mother, his daughter, or whatnot. And since Kuma is part of the Revolutionary Army, her appearance may lead to one of the most exciting parts of the story, the uprising of Revolutionary Army. How can I say that? Remember when Luffy and the rest were at their most difficult situation in Shabondi Archipelago? It was Kuma who saved them. He separated the crew and delivered, not sent, them individually to islands that could help them improve. I'm not gonna go deeper into this, but Kuma had an agreement with Vegapunk at that time to make one last wish as a human being before modified as a pacifista, and that is to help the Straw Hats and protect their ship. You must have realized it as well, that Vegapunk has something to do with Kuma, or even the Revolutionary Army. Here's the hint to that. Kuma, the subordinate of Monkey D-Dragon, was to be modified by Vegapunk into a pacifista. The story said, Kuma volunteered himself. Kuma, one of the prominent figures of Revolutionary Army, the nemesis of world government, was permitted by his organization to be totally modified into a world government dog, follow the world government's orders and only the world government. That's very ironic. The enemy of the world government becoming the dog of the world government. That's suspicious. Also, how come in chapter 1058, Kuma addressed, "I'm yours to command, master," to Dragon? I thought he was modified to only follow instructions and orders from the world government. So how come he still called Dragon master? He should no longer have connections with the Revolutionary Army unless... Or... that's totally suspicious. So I firmly believe Vegapunk has something to do with the Revolutionary Army, and this arc will lead to something to do with the Revolutionary Army arc. Next, in this arc, Franky will receive a remodeling. Yep, I am thinking Franky will receive a major remodeling in Egghead. Well, it is obvious. Egghead is the territory of Vegapunk, the origin of pacifistas and seraphims. I think it is now time that Franky, a cyborg who never had a power-up and buffs ever since his debut, should be enhanced. He was always strong since the beginning. His capability as a cyborg does not have something to do with emotions, willpower, or haki, and is dependent to technology only. He never displayed a hint of hacky development scenarios, and in fact was dependent to his technology-made body. It is good if he develops haki, but I think it's better, way better honestly, to just enhance his cyborg capability and be totally different from the rest of the crew. He made his debut as a cyborg, so should end in One Piece as a cyborg. Let me make it clear, a cyborg, not a modified human like them, because we already have this perverted modified human in the crew and I don't want another hentai cyborg added to it. Anyways, I also found Franky's body to be so wasteful. His build is too big and large, but his capabilities are not that wide. Maybe Vegapunk will think he is too wasteful and his large build unnecessary. We should not also forget that Franky's toys will be remodeled and improved. He is finally in the territory of Vegapunk and in the island of 500 years in the future, so he will definitely grab this opportunity to learn and improve his body and toys. He was even delivered by Kuma himself to Baltimore, the home country of Vegapunk, so it was bound to happen that he will meet Vegapunk in person and could even be revealed that he has something to do with Vegapunk hereditarily. You see, Vegapunk, simply Vega is a star. A star. A star. A star. They have lots in common, like this, and this. Just wanna add, since we're talking about Vegapunk here, you know what these creations remind me of? The human and animal modifications? This whale here, Laboon, and his doctor of Twin Capes, Crocus. Why though? Does Crocus has connections with Vegapunk? Or are they just both geniuses capable of remodeling living creatures with technology? Next, I wish to see Usopp buffed up. I made a video previously about Usopp powering up because he really needs it. I even said that he should be a ninja jack-of-all-trade-like figure. I still hope he becomes one, but it is also not a bad idea to have his weapon improved. I was actually inspired by this person right here to push for this development. Thanks man. Usopp already have his jumping pachinko he showed in Punk Hazard Arc, but it should be better for it to be actually a living Zoan Devil Fruit pachinko. This development of Usopp is actually not that foggy to see, since he needs a buff and he is in contact with Vegapunk and actually in Egghead already. Vegapunk who made these Devil Fruit possessing weapons. Usopp having a Devil Fruit weapon is so great and I think he actually deserves it. Usopp with a pet weapon by his side. Maybe that's meant to happen. He was even delivered, not sent, by Kuma to Bonney Archipelago, the island of gigantic bugs and vicious man-eating plants. So it is not hard to think that he will be buffed up this way. A sniper with a pet weapon. And it is actually a good power-up, not gonna lie. One way as well is to develop his pachinko. He already have the engineering skills to create unusual weapons like the climb attack and his pachinko. So he might be inspired to create more amazing pachinko with help of Vegapunk's laboratory, equipment and materials, and even Vegapunk's help. Next, I hope that in this arc, Vegapunk will tell us what really are Chopper and Brook's devil fruits. I know they are the human fruit and Yomi Yomi no Mi, but I just can't move on. Why the mysteries of these Straw Hats weren't revealed in Wano Saga. You see, Wano Country was the battlefield of beast pirates, the devil fruit user crew of Kaido, and the land of samurais. So how come they did not have a background revelation? Zoro and Brook definitely have something to do with samurais, and Chopper, the pet and beast of the crew, have something in common with these weird devil fruit users. So why Oda Sensei? So I am expecting that at least a bit of information of their devil fruits will be tackled in this arc, and Vegapunk should know it. Lastly, in this arc, we should be seeing Kobe and Marine Straw Hats encounter again. In the latest manga release, Kobe was kidnapped by Blackbeard, Helmeppo, and this cute girl, Hibari, were begging their fellow sword colleagues to help recover Kobe. Helmeppo mentioned that Egghead is close by, so a little meet up with this idiot Helmeppo and Straw Hats isn't that bad. A little reunion is good for both parties, so I am actually vying for this to happen. So that's all for this video guys, and I hope I was able to pique your interest on what to expect in the next arc. I'll be ending this video with this question. Vegapunk, the brightest, the genius, and the most intelligent person in the world, creator of the Pacifista and Seraphim, able to modify human bodies, able to create these humongous technologies, able to develop a devil fruit weapon, able to make his own devil fruit, and so much more. So is it weird for me to think that he should be able to build Pluton, or a copy of Pluton, or create another weapon on par with ancient weapons? What do you guys think? Comment down below and let's talk about them. See ya!